Good morning, everybody. First off, I'd like to thank everybody who's sent me messages, texts, and reached out to me to make sure that I'm okay. I mean, everything's all right. Just going through a lot of emotional things in my mind. Sometimes I get too stuck in my head and processing, and I just can't get out of my headspace, and it just becomes very painful. Um, so, thank you for everybody who's been very concerned for me. I'm okay. I'm still alive. Everything is good. I haven't given up. But I just want to be authentic with people to share that, I'm human and I struggle too and I'm in pain also. But I'm pushing forward and I'm fighting with every fiber of my being to keep going and pursuing a life that's confident, that's full of joy and expectancy and hope and faith. And it is a fight every single day. It is a fight. Don't think that you're not in a fight. We are all in a fight. And the fight is not with each other. Okay, the fight is not with our government. The fight is not with what people are doing or not doing, mask or not mask. The fight is on an unseen level of evil forces that are pulling and tugging and trying to rob us of our future. And so far, it seems like it's a success because we are against one another and we are pushing and pulling and ripping each other apart. But there's always a method to the madness. And there's this great quote in saying that in order to get to the other side, you have to go through to get to the other side. You don't just appear on the other side. And I always like that because you have to go through a lot of different things in order to see the blessing. You're gonna see the rainbow through the storm. The calmness in the sea is after a major storm. Anything significant in our life has to happen when things fall apart so that new things can come in. And that's what I remember when I'm in pain. And I'm in pain right now, just like everybody else, but I'm getting myself ready to go run. It's late. My phone died. I didn't even have my alarm clock. So it's about 95 degrees outside right now, and the sun's up and it's cranking and it's hot. And I wasn't going to do it because it's hot and it's difficult and it's painful. It's even more painful to run in the sun like that. But I'm going to do it anyway because this is what anchors me and gets me ready to go through the pain that's all around us. And I do this as an anchor to get myself right. If I don't do this, I can't tackle all the other areas, and my day becomes just a downward spiral if I don't do something for me and put myself first and do something to get myself ready to tackle the rest of the day. So when I'm in pain, I deal with the emotions, I process it, and then I muster up my courage and my strength and all my faith, and I get dressed and I show up and I do it again. I do whatever it is I gotta do and I do it again. Whether I feel like it or not, I do it again. And if you don't have the energy, you just go and you show up and you just do what you can with the energy that you have. If you have a little bit of energy, do a little bit. Because what happens is that helps you come back up in this and reverse the downward spiral with moving your body. Movement creates energy. Okay, people think like, oh, you move and then you have less energy. It's the actual opposite. You move and your body produces energy because you're getting your body moving. Your blood's pumping. Your heart rate's risen. Your breathing is better. It's not shallow breathing. You're allowing more oxygen and blood flow, and it sharpens your mind because when you move your body, you have to sharpen your mind. You have to focus in on different tasks. So movement in itself helps you create more energy. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm just trying to get my run legs on here and go for a run. Like I said, it's like 8 o'clock and it's hot, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to go. I got the wrong one. I got to get this one. So that's it. That's what I do when I'm in pain. I don't avoid the pain. I don't make excuses for the pain. I don't even allow the pain to sit and dwell in me for too long. Like yesterday was a very difficult day and it was painful, but today's a new day and I process and I let go thanks to a lot of people who have reached out to me to help me with that process. I pray about it. I get more rest. I let it go and then I keep going. I don't let it dwell and ramble in my brain, which is very important. A lot of people dwell and ramble with things in their brains over and over and over again. I get very, very closed to myself because this is a very vulnerable time. You can't go fighting battles that don't matter. You can't go trying to argue with people that you shouldn't be arguing with. You can't try to win people over with your arguments, because if you're trying to win an argument, you're actually losing the argument because somebody actually has to lose. So you really don't win if if somebody is losing. So why would you even debate an argument? Because you don't really win it, okay? Because one side has to lose, so you don't win. If that makes any sense, I kind of said that wrong or messed up. Because the way you win an argument or a conflict is when both parties feel like they have walked away with some sort of agreement. That's a win-win. So I don't fight any battles that don't matter. I don't argue with people, and that's how I handle my pain. So that's it. I'm gonna keep on getting my legs on, and I'm gonna go running. So that's it. Have a great day. Have a good start today. Live free. Live amazingly. Better already. It's about 8:30 right now in Florida, hot ass Florida, and I can tell you right now it's maybe about 90 degrees with about, I don't know, 50, 60, 70% humidity, but I'm feeling better already because I'm moving my body and I'm outside and I'm doing something for me, filling myself up. Just ran a mile. And we're just warming up really. I have the Garmin on. I'm running like a 7:45 pace, but I'm just kind of just doing it for me. I don't care about the time. This is just you. This is therapy session. For me, everybody has their own therapy session. Everybody does what they need to do in order to get themselves back into that place where they feel good. They're at peace. They have energy. They have some joy. Not walking around all frustrated. This is mine. So you gotta find yours. Find what makes you reconnect with yourself. Sorry, hold on. Sorry about that. Allergies and shit. This is really bad now, allergy-wise. So find your therapy. Find your therapy session. Find what is gonna make you reconnect with your most authentic self. Hold on, let me stop this because this is really important. Find what's gonna reconnect you to your most authentic self. Whether it's writing, reading, playing music, listening to music, going on a drive, blasting the music in the car, windows down, going for a swim, hanging out with your grandkids, family, whatever. Find what is going to reconnect you to your most powerful self. I can't express this even more. We are a lot of us are givers. We give. We are givers. We are producers. And then you have the other half that are takers. The givers and the producers, we need to constantly fill our cup up. We can't give away what we don't have in our cup. And when I'm feeling really down and in the dumps, all poopy pants, I gotta fill myself up, and this is how I do it. I'm feeling much better. I'm gonna keep on rocking out some miles here and just getting into my headspace and clearing my mind of all that emotional junk and baggage that I was holding on to for probably the last couple weeks, but it really came to a head yesterday. And I'm gonna continuously work on me first, getting me right first, then I could tackle everybody else. I love every single one of you guys. I know we're all fighting here and we're all trying our very, very best to get through, but let's just grow through it. Let's grow through it. Let's not fight against one another. Let's help each other. But we can't help each other if we're continuously doing it from a place of being depleted. We got to fill our cup up first and we got to be able to give that out. So make sure you fill your cup up with the right things. And that's it. I'm feeling much better, so I'm gonna keep running and knock out some miles. And I love you guys. Live free, live amazingly. Okay, we're done with the therapy session. Oh, hold on, let me prop myself up here. It's 3 miles. We ran the last mile at a 7:20 pace. I can't breathe because it's so damn hot, and I think my allergies are really acting up. Man, but it was a great start to the day. I recovered off of being in a lot of pain emotionally and mentally yesterday. And I wanted to remind people that are struggling right now, that are waking up late or can't get themselves moving, that if I could do it, you can do it. If I can just get up and run a few miles, you can get up and run a few miles. It's hot as hell out here in Florida. I swear to God, it's freaking so hot. And now that I'm talking to you, I feel like I need to run another mile. So maybe I will run another mile just for you and for myself, and to show people that you always got a little bit more in you. Don't give up. Don't give up. Whether you started late or you didn't start at all or you haven't started in forever, it's never too late to start. It's never too late to try again. It's never too late to work a little harder. It's never too late to believe again. It's never too late to develop a new attitude. It's never too late to start a new chapter in your life. It's never too late for a new beginning. And I want to remind people that are in that place like I was yesterday and this morning, and here I am pulling myself out. There's no special get it done quickly pill or attitude or, you know, magic wand that I wave. It's every day. It's just doing the things that I know that work for me and know that's going to get me right where I need to be. And the therapy session that I can do for myself, which is knowing yourself. You got to know yourself. You got to dig into yourself. You got to know yourself. You got to know what you need to do in order to get yourself better. Take time to do this. You know, I'm going to run another mile because I can. And I'm recovered, and I'm going to run another mile. See you on the next video. All right, we ran that last mile, 4 miles. That one was at a 7:27 pace. And I was motivating myself after I've released all these emotions. Motivation comes from you. A lot of people look for other things exterior to motivate them. Maybe you're one of these people right now looking at these videos and you're like, man, you motivate me, Rajesh, to work hard and try hard, but what do I do to motivate myself? And that's what I'm going to talk to you today about, because motivation comes from just this very, very small wins. The small wins to get up and run 1 mile. I ran 4. I didn't even want to get out here and run, but I ran 4. But there was a small win of just putting on the legs. That was a win. Then it was a win to run 1 mile. Then it was another win to run another mile. Then it was another win to run 3 miles. And then right when I was going to cut it short, I was like, let me run 1 more mile. And that was a big win for me, because right when you just feel like you've had enough, and you push just a little bit more, like 2% more, it adds so much confidence and momentum and energy. You feel good about yourself because it's like, man, I conquered this, and I didn't let life just pull me in every just different direction. I regained some sort of control, starting with me first. And that motivation that you develop within you first, it carries out to every other area of your life. You have to develop this with you, because there's nobody out here to motivate me. There's nobody here encouraging me to get up and get going and keep cranking. Nobody told me to run those miles. Nobody was here pushing me to run those miles. It was me going out there and pushing that pace and running those miles. It was me getting my legs on. It was me building my legs. It was me signing up for the Ironman races and putting in the miles. It was me reaching out to sponsors to sponsor me. It was me planning. It was me designing my lifestyle. Nobody was there to fuel me and to say, attaboy, Rajesh, keep going. Because it's your dream, and if it's your dream, you got to be responsible for it. You can't assign it to everybody else or anyone else to be responsible for your dream in your life. Huge, huge takeaway home that you need to write this down. Don't assign your dream to anybody else. assign it to yourself and take full responsibility for your life and your dream and where you want to go and the direction you want to go and how you want to feel in your life. That's really, really important. How you want to feel. Accomplishing big things and motivating yourself to accomplish big things but having an empty feeling afterwards is the ultimate failure. I've been there plenty of times accomplishing big things and I just feel so empty and feel so like lost. Like I should be happy that I accomplished these big things, but here I am feeling really empty and unfulfilled. And it's really important that when you go and accomplish things that you have a great feeling that's attached to it when you accomplish it, so you feel good and you don't assign it, your feeling, to those goals and those dreams. You should have it within you first, and when you get those goals and those dreams, it should just be a heightened sense of feeling. But all throughout the process, you should be feeling motivated. Not all the time, but you should feel good. You're going to have your highs and your lows, but you should feel good. And that's how you motivate yourself and keep yourself motivated. And I wanted to share that with you because this is what goes through my mind and this is how I conquer. And you get an unscripted, unedited view. I'm going to go inside, it's hot as hell, and I'm going to start working and crank out some work and enjoy the rest of the day. Live free, live amazingly. Love you guys.